At the Lincoln Tunnel, no delays to tell you about at the Holland Tunnel. We do have some construction on the Staten Island down lower level of the Verrazano Bridge, and that does take out the right lane. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three, looking really good on the LIE, the Southern State, and the Northern State Parkway. And now this message. What is it that makes you uniquely you? Well, DuckDuckGo doesn't think that's any of their business, and frankly, it shouldn't be the business of any tech company. Protect your privacy online for free with DuckDuckGo. I'm Sue Aller. Next report at 11:31 on 1010 Wins.
Well, the warning is dire from National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. He was on Good Morning America today talking about the Russia-Ukraine situation, and he says a Russian invasion of Ukraine could begin within hours or days.
The likelihood that there's a diplomatic solution, given the movements, the troop movements of the Russians, is diminishing hour by hour.
Now, President Biden and Russia's Vladimir Putin had agreed to a summit in principle to try to avoid war, but the Kremlin said this morning there's no concrete plans for talks, and the White House has stipulations as well.
The White House says any meeting would be contingent upon an invasion not being underway. First, a face-to-face between Secretary of State Blinken and the Russian foreign minister in Europe, and then the two presidents could meet. A White House statement says we are committed to pursuing diplomacy until the moment an invasion begins. But Russia, it says, appears to be continuing preparations for a full-scale assault on Ukraine very soon.
And correspondent Kevin meanwhile worries here in the city about what might be ahead for Ukraine.
There are growing fears that Russia will soon invade Ukraine. Sophia came to the East Village from Ukraine when she was 15 years old.
But nobody attacked him is the first one. And the second one, why, if you want to protect your country, you should take another land from another country. So this is no makes sense.
Although she's hundreds of miles away, she's worried about her family back home, talking with them daily. She says the fighting has already started.
Putin already starts to attack. He starts to shoot a few kindergarten and the schools.
There's still hope diplomacy will prevail, but Sophia says Ukrainians back home will fight back. Darius Razzi, 1010 Wins News.
Ahead of a possible war in Ukraine, New York is beefing up its digital security. So says Governor Hochul after warnings that Russia might also launch worldwide cyber attacks along with a Ukrainian invasion. She says in a statement that her team wants to make sure the state's critical digital infrastructure is protected from disruptions. Governor Hochul says New York is an attractive target for foreign adversaries because of its leading financial, healthcare, energy, and transportation institutions. The White House warning last week that Kremlin hackers were behind several recent cyber attacks on targets in Ukraine, and they urged private sector targets like water and power systems to step up their defenses. It is 44 degrees right now, sunshine in Midtown. We're going up to 54 later this afternoon. Wins News Time, 11:26 now. Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins. Here's Charlie Pellet.
White-collar workers are in no rush to head back to the office.
So a consultancy called Advanced Workplace Associates surveyed 10,000 people around the world. They found that just 3% of white-collar workers wanted to go back to the office 5 days a week.
William Shaw wrote the story for Bloomberg News, and he says the survey has important implications for employers.
Well, essentially that workers' emotional commitment to working from the office is essentially gone. That you can bring people back Monday to Friday, but you will, for a lot of people, you'll be doing that against their will.
One major reason to work from home: no commute.
People have fallen out of love with commuting into the city. House prices in city centres tend to be very expensive, and this allows people, especially young people, a way to avoid that.
But it wasn't just young people. The survey found enthusiasm across all age groups for remote work. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Charlie Pellet for 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time, 11:27.
I'm Dominic, owner of Philco Karting, family owned and operated. Philco Karting, providing over 100 years of service in waste collection. At Philco Karting, we never let your hands get dirty. Philco Karting is the cornerstone of sustainability in waste collection, exceeding New York standards. Reliable, smart, safe, with a commitment to recycling. Philco Karting is built off great customer service. Call us at 718-456-5000. No job too big or too small, commercial or residential. Let us handle your karting needs, whether it's waste collection, containers, or compactors. At Philco Karting, we never let your hands get dirty. We provide waste collection solutions for property managers, hotels, restaurants, and business owners. Philco Karting, reliable, smart, safe, waste collection. Call us for a free consultation. 718-456-5000. That number again, 718-456-5000. Or visit us at philcocarting.com.
Children love dressing up as superheroes. Now, they can be vaccine heroes. Vaccination is the best way to protect against COVID-19 and save lives. Be a vaccine hero. Get vaccinated. For more information about COVID-19 vaccine for children, visit nyc.gov/COVID vaccine or call 212-COVID-19.
Here's an important message from Exergen. A critical new FDA study proves that the widely used non-contact thermometers are not accurate and have high possibilities for false negative readings. They also have inaccurate information on their labels regarding accuracy. New COVID strains are on the rise, and non-contact manufacturers are being irresponsible at a time when accuracy matters most. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. Switch to Exergen, backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Are you stuck in a timeshare you want out of? Tired of wasting thousands of dollars a year on maintenance fees and mortgage payments? Call now to get a free consultation and discover how to legally cancel your timeshare. The professionals at the Titan Exit Group are timeshare termination experts. In fact, they are so confident they can get you released from your timeshare, they offer a 100% money-back guarantee. If your timeshare is not canceled, you owe nothing. There's nothing to lose but the headaches and payments. Call the Titan Exit Group for your free consultation now. 800-200-0894. That's 800-200-0894. The call is free. The information is free, so don't wait. Call 800-200-0894. The Titan Exit Group has 100% 5-star ratings with the Better Business Bureau. You can trust you'll get the best exit options in the first free call. Call now. 800-200-0894.
No AccuWeather calling for a nice afternoon with sunshine and a mild high of 54. We'll have the complete 4-day forecast just ahead. Winds news time at the tone, 11:30. Good morning. I'm Donna Vaughn. The city's plan to clear the homeless from the subway system getting underway today. It's been a bloody few days underground with at least 7 attacks since Friday, including several stabbings. The most recent incident happened just this morning when a woman was bashed in the face with a metal pipe during an on-board argument in the Bronx.
It is pretty quiet here in the 4 train near 167th Street this morning, but those who are coming in here are seeing police tape yet again. In this case, this 30-year-old woman hit in the face with a metal pipe after she'd argued with this guy. He got away. The woman had to go to the hospital. Do riders feel safe? We had to ask.
I've been living here like 5 years. Honestly, it just seems like less busy on the subway now, which is great.
On Friday, the mayor, the governor, and police commissioner Sewell outlining the plan that begins today. These 30 teams fanning out at high-profile places like Penn and Grand Central, Times Square.
Each day, we're deploying an additional 1,000 police officers into the system to keep New Yorkers safe.
And over the weekend, at least 5 stabbings on the subways, including a random attack on a guy at Canal Street last night. Glen shook 1010 winds, the concourse section of the Bronx.
Winds news time 11:31. Traffic and transit. The latest now from Sue Aller.
Still working on this 2-car crash in Queens on the LIE on the westbound side, right up the Cross Island Parkway. The right lane is blocked. Northbound on the Van Wyck. A little bit sluggish by Jamaica Avenue, and in Brooklyn, just slam-packed on the BQE, and that's both ways between the Brooklyn Bridge and Atlantic Avenue. Going to take it over to the northbound side of the New England Thruway. Got to slow down by the Hutch, but you want to stick with the New England Thruway because northbound Hutch is just completely loaded up as you approach the Cross County, and this is all because of construction. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. We're jammed at the outbound George Washington Bridge now from all of the approaches. We do have construction on the upper level. No delays on the inbound side, and the Lincoln Tunnel looks good. Getting a little bit busy now. The inbound Holland, maybe about 10 minutes. We do have some construction on the Staten Island bound lower level of the Verrazano Bridge in the right lane to slow you down. And here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. You have a really nice ride on the LIE, the Southern and the Northern State Parkway in New Jersey. stop and go delays on the southbound side of the Garden State Parkway right around exit 142. And this report is sponsored by the Barnes Firm. In a jam, call the Barnes Firm traffic tip line at 844-JAM-1010. That's 844-JAM-1010. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones and breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Sue Aller on 1010 Wins.
And now the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Here is meteorologist Carrie Schwindenhammer.
Well, for this President's Day afternoon, lots of sunshine, pleasantly mild. We'll get up to a high of 54 degrees. Clouds, though, will roll in later on tonight. We'll drop to a low of 40 in the city, low 30s in the outlying areas. Looks like some rain moves in for tomorrow, the steadiest of which will happen later in the afternoon and during the evening hours. It'll be breezy and mild, a high of 56 late in the day, and then tomorrow night rain will taper off to showers. Will drop to 52. A morning shower or two on Wednesday. By the afternoon, brightening skies and turning warmer with a high of 64. Big changes in store as we head into Thursday. Much colder, a high of 39 degrees, and of course, we are watching a storm that will arrive Thursday night. It could bring a wintry mix of snow, sleet, and rain into Friday, with temperatures not far from the upper 30s to near 40. It's 44 and sunny in Central Park, wind southwest 8 miles an hour, and we have humidity of 44%, again 44, going up to 54 in Midtown. I'm Carrie Schwindenhammer on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds.
And traffic and transit on 1010 Winds, sponsored by the Barnes Firm.
I'm attorney Rich Barnes. If you've been hurt in a slip and fall accident, choosing the right firm is critical to get the help you need and the best result possible. The Barnes Firm. Injury attorneys. Call 1-800-8-million.
Manhattan, Long Island.
Winds News Time, 11:34. A top official at the University of Alabama is one of over a dozen people arrested late last week in a prostitution sting.
The university's vice president of student life, 50-year-old Myron Pope, was among 15 men arrested over the course of 2 nights for allegedly arranging to pay for sex through an app. Pope was a walk-on tight end and a linebacker on the Crimson Tide football team that beat Miami in the Sugar Bowl after the 1992 season. He earned a BA, a master's, and a doctor of education at Alabama. In an email, University President Stuart Bell called Pope's resignation difficult news for the school community.
And that's correspondent Deborah Rodriguez with that story. The 15 suspects arrested, all men, face a misdemeanor count of soliciting prostitution, though some face additional felony charges. Well, Donald Trump's new social media network is off and running. The ex-president launched his Twitter-style app Truth Social today, and it's already the highest-ranking free app on Apple's App Store. An Android version is apparently still in development, and the network will be fully operational by the end of March. That's according to former Republican Congressman Devin Nunes, who quit Congress to run Truth Social. Trump's venture into social media comes 1 year after he was kicked off Twitter and several other mainstream platforms over his role in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Speech impediments have caused stigma and anxiety for centuries, often blamed on anything from bad parenting to emotional trauma. But scientists are now looking into possible biological causes.
Stuttering is often considered a psychological problem caused by emotional trauma, but researchers say genetics and brain differences could also play a part. The condition typically starts around ages 3 to 5, and many can outgrow the condition. But experts say they're working to understand its biology now to help decrease its stigma and increase acceptance. They're also researching potential medications that could be approved in the next few years. Stuttering affects 70 million people worldwide, including President Biden.
And that is correspondent Monica Ricks with that report. President Biden has spoken publicly about being mocked by classmates when he was a child for his speech impediment, and that overcoming it was one of the hardest things he has ever done. Winds News Time, 11:36. 1010 Winds Entertainment next.
Streamline your virtual hiring process with Indeed. Their hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Creamy nut butter makes it delightfully sweet. Roasted nuts make it perfectly salty. Get 2 great tastes in one delicious bar. Enjoy a Nature Valley sweet and salty nut bar today.
Tonight isn't just epic, it's extreme.
That's right, the premiere of AGT Extreme, with the biggest, most exciting acts you've ever seen.
Like people swimming less than 30 minutes after they eat. Extreme.
More like huge jaw-dropping acts. No special effects, no stuntmen, 100% extreme.
Like full contact knitting. Extreme.
Not exactly. This one's hosted by Terry Crews with judges Travis Pastrana, Nikki Bella, and Simon Cowell. AGT Extreme premieres tonight on NBC.
Or a bunch of puppies.
Oh.
Extremely cute.
I give up.
Every year we say we'll wake up earlier, exercise more,
really rest and eat healthier. It's hard for us, but for dogs, not so much. Dogs get up at dawn, run for fun, sleep like champs, and they love eating fresh, healthy food every single meal. Give your dog another healthy habit. Real fresh food from the Farmer's Dog. Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/radio.
Wins News Time, 11:38, now 10:10 Wins Entertainment. Well, after lots of chatter by everyone but them, Patrick Stewart and Ryan Reynolds break their silence about the Doctor Strange rumors, but they're not playing into fans' conspiracy theories. In the trailer for the upcoming Marvel film released at the Super Bowl, a voice similar to Stewart's can be heard saying this.
We should tell him the truth.
Stewart sidestepped the comparison but did not outright deny it. Reynolds says he's not in it but left room, saying, "I could be an unreliable narrator." A British music entrepreneur and YouTube star who helped launch the careers of artists like Ed Sheeran and Jessie J has died. Jamal Edwards was only 31 years old, his mother saying today that he died Sunday after a sudden illness, though she doesn't provide any other details. Edwards founded the online music channel SBTV in 2006 when he was still a teenager. The channel now has more than 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube. Wins News Time, 11:39. Our top stories next.
Trusted by more than 2.5 million contractors, builders, and homeowners, AJ Madison is the premier destination to buy home appliances. With the largest selection of appliance brands, plus the industry's first in-stock promise, means they're committed to have the appliances you need in stock and ready to ship. With the largest selection of in-stock appliances in the tri-state area. Visit their Brooklyn Design showroom for a complimentary home appliance consultation. For location info and hours, visit ajmadison.com. Newsweek's #1 online appliance retailer. That's ajmadison.com.
In 1934, African Americans were restricted to one job in New York's transit system, cleaning the subway and buses as porters. Due to discrimination, there were no African American bus operators, train operators, conductors, or maintainers. But a new industrial union was organizing the workforce with a radical new idea. All transit workers should join together in one union, regardless of race. The Transport Workers Union promised equal access to promotions for all and an end to Jim Crow in transit. The workers showed faith in these promises by voting in huge numbers to join TWU. TWU signed its first subway contract in 1937, winning historic pay gains for African Americans. In all